Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Same or Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So this video is really very powerful, and I hope you all drop your comments and let me know what you all think about it. And it's in two, it's in two segments. Actually, a black man is actually asking a question to black people and Hispanic people. Why are we not coming together? I mean, because like when you go to black community, you see a lot of people also in black communities. Most of them are not predominantly black community. So it is all mixed up, Asians, Hispanics, and other people. And he was like, why is it that we are not coming together? We are not uniting to fight what is fighting us. And I really understand the angle where he is coming from. And then I also understand that black people do not believe in Allah because like they have really done so many harmful things to black people, like done so many harm than good, right? So I do not blame anybody saying that I do not believe in allies and all that. I also do not believe in that, but I am also looking for a way, all I am believing and hoping is that someday, because some of them will come back and realize that there is nothing as beautiful as unity, like everybody coming together to stand strong to fight what is fighting us, because they really know how powerful we are together. They know. So all they do is always look for a way to bring chaos among us and all that. And then the other one is talking about how AIPAC has done so much harm than any other group. Let's get into this video.
AIPAC is evil. AIPAC is evil. Evil. My fellow Americans, are you okay with that? Are you okay with a lobbying group representing the best interests of a foreign government telling you you need to bust your ass every day, work a job that you likely hate, and have a portion of your earnings taken from you by our federal government and funneled to the Israeli government so they can commit atrocities in the Gaza Strip? Are you okay with that? Because I'm not okay with that. And nothing gets under my skin more, okay, than hearing these pieces of crap say things that make it clear that they feel entitled to our money. Entitled. That gets under my skin more than you guys understand, okay?
That's an impassioned response, and what she's referring to there are some leaked documents from an AIPAC meeting. AIPAC, of course, alongside Big Pharma, is one of the biggest lobbying organizations in the United States. They lobby our congressmen, and I'm certain that that includes journalists, because if you have a budget like AIPAC, why wouldn't you be lobbying journalists as well to essentially always fight to have pro-Israel narratives? Again, I want to be clear, I am not anti-Israel. This is what is so wild about all of this. I'm just not anti-Palestinian. And so I hear what she is saying, and I believe that what is happening right now in this country politically is an evil.
AIPAC is evil. AIPAC is evil.
If Israel wants to carry out war crimes, they shouldn't do it with our money. That you can't, on one hand, demand that American taxpayers who are desperate for a better life here in America, they need to hand over billions of dollars to the Israeli government and the IDF, and we need to shut the F up about any of our critique. AIPAC is evil. AIPAC is evil, evil. My fellow Americans, are you okay with that? Are you okay with a lobbying group representing the best interests of a foreign government telling you you need to bust your ass every day, work a job that you likely hate, and have a portion of your earnings taken from you by our federal government and funneled to the Israeli government so they can commit atrocities in the Gaza Strip? Are you okay with that?
Just because I choose to be peaceful don't mean I forgot how to be violent. You would never even begin to comprehend the level of violence that it took for me to become this peaceful. Why is it that when an individual begins to learn from his mistakes and displays humility and the ability to be humble, he displays kindness, this is all taken for weakness? Why is it that in my community, in order for me to be popular, cool, or maintain a level of respect, I have to disrespect my community? Why is it that in order for me to move forward in America, I have to disregard its history? Why is it that in order for the supremacists to stay on top, black and brown people must keep going to war with themselves and each other? Why is it that in order for that same supremacist to stay at the top, Black women and black men must keep going to war with each other. Why is it that that same supremacist that speaks on immigration laws forgets that his people were the first immigrants? And why is it that American black and brown people accept a tyrannical government that creates immigration laws for people that have more of a right to be here than the people that create the laws? You don't see the trick yet? The trick is to condition you into a cycle of constant demonizing of yourself and everyone around you. They solidified it when they redlined you and closed you in your neighborhoods. But then also the mistake we made was, instead of trying to cooperate and assimilate and conform into their system, we should have just bought our neighborhoods and armed ourselves and trained. Yeah, I know. But Mo, they came in and destroyed our neighborhoods before. We done built communities before. Let's not forget that black and brown people didn't have the rights to even own guns before. Now we do, so what's your excuse? Anybody around you that is against unity amongst people of color, get rid of them. Yes, this means your day ones and family members. Get rid of them. These people are too far gone to help. And you need to help yourself. And the only way to help yourself is letting them go so you can evolve and move forward. This community can't continue to hold on to hoes, Pookie, and Ray Rays and expect to ever have a forward momentum when we won't even let go of the ones holding us back from it. There is nothing more important than unity and training and reading right now. Forget all the fashion, forget all the music, forget it all. Right now, the only thing that's important for you and your family is the Second Amendment and unifying everyone in your neighborhood, then everyone in your city, then everyone in your state, and then every person of color in this country. Once we do that, checkmate, hole in one, game over.
So this is all I got from this, and trust me, this is a very powerful video, and I really hope a lot of people are able to understand this, because sometimes we don't know how powerful we are as people, as collectively. Like, you know, we do not know the power we hold, not until we try as much as we can to unite and fight what is fighting against us. Number one is that we all already know how they are fighting so hard to, like, you know, to separate people of color, like black people, from every other person. But now when you look around, you see, like, you know, all, like, when you come to black community, you see that there are so many other people also living in that community. Like, when you come to black community, you see Asians, you see Latinos, Hispanics, and like a lot of people are out there, right? And some of them are still, like, you know, having this bias, like, you know, I don't know, some of them grew up with this mindset that, I mean, being among black people is not a good thing. I mean, some of them, it is okay to come back home with a colored person, but it is not okay to come back home with a black person, because their parents already have nurtured something that they told them about people that look like me longer time, that they keep holding back in their hearts and all that. But the reality is that some of them already found out, or maybe they've been able to, like, unlearn some of the things that were taught to them, or some of the things they learned from the media and all that, which you all know how horrible the media sometimes could be and all that. Because the media has already sold so many lies to a lot of people, and the way they are confusing us the way they tried confusing us was also the way they tried confusing others about black people. But now I think we've grown, we've understand, we've unlearned, we are learning, we're deconstructing and getting to know better. The best thing we can do as people is to come together and fight what is fighting us, because they know the power we have in unity. If you ever unite at all, come together, trust me, the sky is our starting point. We are going to move mountains, but they keep dividing us. That's why most times when you wake up, you see agents crying over affirmative action, saying this, and I see some other people, like, you know, you hear some certain things that you are like, look at the people that we are even fighting for, that is not fighting that is not also fighting for us and all that. But like, for us to really prosper and all that, we have a lot to put aside. Like, do we really want this to happen? Do you really want change to happen? Do we really want to take over and all that? I really understand that we do not have allies. Like, something that I already have, I've already understood that there is nothing like black allies and something. All of them are just liars and the rest of it. But peradventure, they put everything that is going on aside and come together. We are going to be a great force together. And then coming to AIPAC and all that, you all already know how horrible AIPAC is, AIPAC lobby is. I mean, they have really done so many horrible things and still doing so many horrible things. I mean, if you are talking ill about black people, it is okay. But when you sit up to speak against them, of course, or not even speak against them, speak the truth about what they are doing. Of course, you are anti-Semitic and all that. You all already can see what it's, okay, probably not AIPAC, but Jewish this thing, lobby, or Jewish companies and all that, raising their heads and the rest of it. I mean, as a black person, you cannot even say what is wrong and what is right because you are anti-Semitic straight up without even them saying any other word and the rest of it. And then AIPAC lobby also have a very strong power in the United States. Check around, both in politics, entertainment, and the rest of it. And the fact that there are, like, the money that is supposed to be used for the people, for the citizens of the United States, the money that is supposed to be used for them. So this very moment, right, is being used, like it's being sent, tax money is being sent over to people that I do not even know, people that also have universal basic health care and all that. So why is that money not being used for the people to benefit their lives and all that? Why do they not have universal basic health care? Because they do not want people that look like me to benefit out of it, because they already say somehow that people that look like me, their gene are kind of not so strong, like not so good, like we are kind of inferior, right? So let me know what you all think in the comment section. I see you all in my next video. Bye for now.